Hi everyone. Okay, so today's January 15th of 2021. And it's been for me it's been an emotional few days. The new moon in Capricorn happened on, depending where you are, at like 9 p.m. on January 12th, 2021 on the Pacific Coast, and then on the East Coast of the Americas, it just kind of like 12:01 we made it just 1 minute into the 13th. So I have been feeling a lot of emotion around this new moon. And usually, Capricorn's not very emotional, but maybe for me, because my moon is in Capricorn, that's what's making the difference. But also, too, there's a lot of intense energies that are going on. You know, Uranus went direct when Mercury went into its shadow on Thursday, yesterday. And then we also had, Mars moved into Taurus out of Aries, where it was for 6 months. So that's a shift in how we move forward in action. But anyway, I have been hearing that the next 2 weeks is going to be a little intense. It could be a little turbulent because of everything that's going on astrologically. And I wanted to, look into that and to bring a message about, well, let's do next week. Also, too, I heard the astrology for the January 19th, January 20th, 2021. It could be the two most intense days not of the month, but of the entire year. So I'm looking in, this is the 15th, this is Friday the 15th, the day of Venus, and so just a message for what's coming up next week. And I am using, I just picked these up automatically. I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, my favorite. And then I just had to pull the Sacred Rebels from Alana Fairchild. I love this one too. This is based in creativity, but I do feel that the message of the Sacred Rebels with all this Aquarius energy and this potent Uranus energy is one that, oh man, that is the energy of the rebel, of the rebellion. And so what we're here to do, and in the last message we talked about Kali. So Kali is a sacred rebel if there ever was one. So we are elevating the vibration of rebellion into sacred revolution and rebellion. So, okay, they're showing me two cards. We're going to pull two cards from the Work Your Light for next week. So if you like, please focus. No matter when you're watching this, this might be a reflection, or it may be you're here for me, here with me today. So two cards for next week. So the week beginning January 15th. Okay, here's one. And then January 15th into what would be, let's go to Thursday. So Thursday's the 21st. So January 21st, 2021. What is, we got two. So I'm going to take the two. Okay. So, oh baby, it's so funny because I have this card here. I'm gonna have to post now. I absolutely have to post my little Mother Mary. I did like a 4 or 5 minute Mother Mary video this morning. I'm like, oh, do I do that? Do I post it? I absolutely have to now because this, I brought the card. It's like, okay, Our Lady of the Sacred Fire. I talked all about this being an initiation this next coming week. Look at what we got. We got the initiation. This card also, if you want to go back to, my videos that I did in November at the beginning because of big world events that were happening in the country that I live in. I believe this card came up, and I can't remember, but I am being guided that this was a card that it's like the initiation started in November, that's when the doorway opened. We're still on the black, the darker side of the initiation. We can see over here we have the snakes, and so snake is transformation, it's transmutation, it's shedding the old skin. And however you want to interpret that, maybe of big world events next week or just in your own entire life, we are all at this place where this is the energy astrologically that I just heard is about the crossroads. And so it may be that, oh yes, we do take that different direction, that Uranus energy, that sacred rebel energy, where it's like, I didn't think I was going that way, but now I am. or we do tried and true, but in an elevated higher space of being. Okay, so this is where we are over the next week. So everybody hang on tight. I mean, I just had like Mother Mary show up here. She's showing me like almost herself as like the pilot, okay? So you can use that image. She's the pilot. She is the one who's going to be flying the jet. She's the one who's going to be flying us forward. And she's the leader of the pack. Now, Mary comes in for me in a whole bunch of different ways. So, like, she can be that big galactic beauty, beautiful queen of the stars who is in her little ship and just taking us forward. So, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. But know that we are all absolutely divinely protected, and that the initiation is initiation of the heart. I said in the other video earlier, you see that big heart there? It's the heart that's on fire. It's a sacral core. This is about an igniting of more heart energy. That's what this ultimately is. This is the igniting of the heart, walking from the darkness into the light, okay? So, not only that, it goes beyond that, where we are, the heart, what they're showing me, I've never seen this before. Okay, so what they're showing me is they're showing me that our hearts, because of all the light codes, because of a lot of all the spiritual light that we have brought into the planet as light workers, right, and way showers, we are really anchoring a lot of physical transformation within the heart itself. And through this physical transformation, we're changing the DNA. So the DNA is like I'm seeing the DNA strands becoming more absorbent, if that's even possible, more absorbent in the energy of love. Like we can hold even so much more. We talk about the ascended masters like Mother Mary about, oh yeah, she's pure love. This is where we're all headed for. That is not like a specialization for a few select souls. This is where we're all headed toward. Okay? What's going on? I love it. So let's see. What else do we need to know, or what else do we need to do? Okay, the age of light. We've all been trading for this for lifetimes. So if you are here on this planet right here, right now, and obviously I think you will be if you're watching this, right? If you are here on this planet right here, right now, know that you've come to this big show for a special purpose that you have been trained for. I do believe that what I'm hearing is that for many souls, it's almost like at the Godhead, we signed up for this moment in time so that we could go through or experience, all the different yugas, all the different ages, starting in Lemuria or beyond on the galactic, somewhere in the galactics that came to Lemuria, started with that heaven on earth, and we've just gone through the whole big cycle. Know that you are prepared, whether you think that you don't know the first thing about what's going on right now. What am I doing with my life? I have so many questions. Just know that you have been completely divinely prepared for this. Your soul knows. My soul knows, because I've been so questioning all week, like, what am I doing with my life? It's like, oh my gosh. Well, I'm going through my second Saturn return, so I'm going to give myself a little break. I mean, that's kind of what the second Saturn, that's what all our Saturn returns are like. Like, okay, change of direction. What are we doing? And as you all know, I moved across the country. So yes. Oh, interesting. We got the no card with all, wow. Okay. So we have what's happening right now for the next week. We're in the midst of the initiation. See how we're still in the darkness? Yes, 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 but we're moving towards the light. We know exactly within our soul selves what we prepared and what we're here to bring to the planet at this moment in time. All is as it should be. And I don't even like to use that word should. All is as it is in divine order to be. Interesting, we got the no card. So the no card is wait, postpone, pause, or say no. So I am feeling that I've kind of been feeling like I've been, slogging through mud and not getting any divine guidance. And me personally, and I feel this is for everyone who this relates to, we are not receiving divine guidance because not receiving divine guidance is divine guidance. It's like everything's on pause. We have to remember we are in this great Uranian element, right? So with Uranus going direct, Uranus is in Taurus, and then we have Saturn is in Aquarius, we have Jupiter in Aquarius. Next week on the 19th, we're actually switching sun signs, and so the sun's going to be going into Aquarius also. We've got all of this big Aquarian energy, which is the energy of the future, the energy of the unexpected, the energy of surprise, of shock, of innovation, of, ideas that we can barely just have the slightest glimpse of. So I feel we are being guided to pause and to reflect and to really just, you can rest, you can meditate, and just let go of expectations. Okay, that's really what this is about, is letting go of the expectations. Ultimately, both of the first the first card, the initiation card, right? The initiation, we've got the initiation, and then we've got the no. Look at both of them have lightning in them, both of them. And I've used this deck enough so that everybody knows that every card, if you watch me, thank you, I love you. Everybody knows that this deck does not have lightning in every, portrayal. I mean, we can just look at this one, the Age of Light, and you'll see with the next week. So, lightning is striking. Lightning's electricity. Uranus rules technology and electricity. So I feel that the lightning hasn't struck yet. And when that lightning strikes, it will be an aha moment for us and for the globe and for all of our galactic communities. So there is definitely a pause until this time where lightning is striking, and the energy, lightning and thunder break the energy up too. So, and it could be bringing rain and allowing for a refreshing moment to actually even occur. Both of these cards are very stormy skies. And so this is the energy of next week, darlings. But just know that, we've been waiting for this. We've got all the tools. This is who we are. This is the soul card, the Age of Light. So, okay, that's only next week. That's probably enough in its way, right? Okay, it's probably plenty. So, okay, so we are going to do from then January 22nd, 2021 until the end of the month. I'm seeing 31st. So that should give us just about a little bit over, maybe a little bit over a week, or just about a week. Okay. What is the message for the end of January? The last week of January. Full Aquarius, full on Aquarius energy. Oh, there I am. Like, sorry, I just went dark. Isn't that weird? I just went dark at that moment. Thought my battery might have died. Okay, what is the... Okay, there's our message, and what do we need to know, or what do we need to do when it comes? One card. There we go. Okay, so the following week. Oh, we're going to need this after next week, right? Okay, soul family. So call in your tribe. You don't have to do it all alone. Okay, so this initiation process, I'm pulling this as, a global humanitarian message. This is not for an individual. This is not for me. This is not for you. This is for everybody. And so we are not alone in this. Everyone is going through it in their own unique way. However, we can all come together and support each other. I do, and the element of water is coming through very big. Water is going to be really big to help wash through these the initiation that's happening right now. So drinking water, going to water, I'm blessed. I live by water. And so, taking baths, taking showers, using the element of water to cool down and to get in the flow, and be able to flow through the initiation. Also, too, I hear like the water will ground. It's almost like it's going to ground the new energies within the DNA structure. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Oh! Okay. Well, we've gotten the two big messages of how we can approach this. What we need to do, what we need to know. What we need to do or know is to be the warrior woman. If we weren't afraid, what would we do? So this is about us really, I'm hearing excavating and mining our truest courage. If you relate to Joan of Arc or Joan of Arc spirit, I just love her personally. She's definitely got that warrior energy. Now, also too, I was talking about the sacred rebels. Now, the sacred rebel energy is the energy of the sacred warrior. And so I'm going to pull a sacred rebels card to really tie everything in together, because we are, and to be the sacred rebel, that doesn't mean that we have to take to the streets. It can be a variety of different things. It could be, it could just be that we are, what's the word I want to say? We can just be standing our own ground and protecting what we love, setting boundaries. This is the sword. We know the sword is always, we know the sword is about the sword of truth. Okay? So this is about us being in our own truth and just being ourselves, essentially. Okay, I'm going to pull a sacred rebel card to tie all of this together, because, wow, there's a lot that we have been prepared for. And the other thing about Joan of Arc never, ever, ever wavered from being so adamant that she was divinely guided. So I feel her presence now too. I feel like Joan, she may be, I think she comes in a lot, so I think she may be like one of my guides. Me being, this sacred warrior that I am, yeah, more than likely. But if she resonates with you, please, or Archangel Michael, he may resonate with you more. They definitely have that energy. And so the thing about Joan is Joan never wavered from her divine guidance. She believed it and she died for it. She believed in it, she died for it. And so we are being asked, in next week in particular, during that pause, we can tune into ourselves during that pause, and then really mine our own point of view, our own perspective, and to question. And this is a little different, I want to point out, than just having a belief system. I really feel that there is soul searching to be done, but I also feel that there is boundaries that will be set up, that we will be like, okay, it's time to say no. Okay, it's time for me to protect this innocence, this child, this pet, this purity, in whatever way, shape it forms, this love, this relationship, whatever way, shape, or form, outside of codependency, up into the sacredness, the fifth dimensional element of it. I do feel that that's what I feel Joan is here for. I think Joan is really here for us today to really bring through our ability to be the sacred warriors who are in the service of the fifth dimensional vibration. Okay? That being said, now we're going to pull our sacred warrior card. Tie all this up. Okay, here we go. It came right out. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, okay. I love this. Free from judgment, free to love. There we go. Free from judgment, free to love. That just doesn't tie in with what just came through with Joan, and it ties it. This card is a culmination of the next 2 weeks, and it's actually the reminder of the energies for the next 2 weeks. So we've got what the last week, what's really going to help us and support us through the initiation process is being with people of like-mindedness, whether that's in person or whether that's online, or you don't even have to be live if there's a spiritual teacher that you're listening to, or any teacher, anyone who anyone, anything, your pets that give you joy, right? Because we've got the whales in this card. So we've got the animal kingdom who can bring us joy. But this free from judgment, free to love. Now, typically, this is about healing the mother wound. This oracle, it's about us nurturing ourselves and allowing ourselves to love ourselves as we are. What the initiation is ultimately is about an initiation into full self-love. Now, going into the 5th dimension, this is really a huge part of it, because in the 3rd dimension, they're just showing me like this bouncing off, this reflection of and projection of like, oh, here's my stuff, here's your stuff, here's my stuff, here's your stuff, and this is allowing us to drop out and be in compassion. Now, this does carry the mother energy, like we had Mother Mary come in. Mother Mary is about full compassion. And so we're asked to be compassionate for ourselves and for others. And in a world where there's a lot of polarization right now, to be free from judgment in this 2021 year. 20, that's a 5, and I've been really meditating on this, and to see like, okay, like last year it was so clear. Last year was about compassion. 2020 for me, I got that message, boom, January 1st. And I'm tying in the 5th chakra, which is the throat chakra, and which is truth, purification, right, communication. And in the yogic energetic body system, it's number 5 is the physical body, and that's considered the teacher. And I'm like, what is this? And I know that teachers are about communication. And I also feel that a part of what this is about the divine teacher within us, listening to our own intuition and our own inner wisdom, and not judging ourselves for it, and not judging anybody else for listening to their own. So, because this is what lightens the chains, lifts the chains, so we are free to go through and free to love. And also, too, because this is a part about healing the mother wound, I do feel that this is going to bring healing to Mother Earth, especially Mars in Taurus, and we have Uranus in Taurus, and they're so prevalent right now. And Taurus is, to me, Taurus is the Earth Mother sign. It's Venus ruled, and it's an earth sign, and it's the possessions in our material world and the planet herself. So coming over the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a lot that Mama Gaia is going to teach us. Okay. I'm like, is there anything else? I'm feeling, okay, I feel like we're complete here. So anyway, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Please share and subscribe. And I am, many, many blessings to you over the next 2 weeks. And let's see what comes up next week and what they want me to talk about. Bye now.